A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I would be talking about the collective message that is there via channeling one person who represents this collective today. And there could also be few more people who resonate, but all of these people are actually showing light to everyone who's listening. If you are present at this channeling, then definitely you have created this via your intuition, this experience. There is nothing to worry about, and all this is divinely orchestrated by your higher self and source. You are the center of this universe, and to keep you humble all the time, God makes you learn lessons through many verses that you receive via other people. I also want to mention that your emotions are a portal to creating physical reality in front of you. So we are all taking responsibility for our own actions and for the way that our lives are, and we can also change it via quantum leaping. In this channeling session, I'm being shown a person who used to have a very difficult personality, like a very rigid personality. This person is around you. I'm being shown that they had a very strong sense of self and separatedness from the internal world, not external. And this person's awareness was very limited. Maybe when they met you, they were drawn to you, they were attracted to you because you have a very expanded awareness. Whosoever I'm channeling right now, you are the person who probably gave them some profound insights, spiritual and philosophical revelations. You shared it with them. You talked about the feeling of being connected to a larger universal consciousness, and they probably did not know all of this. They were not doing any inner work, or they never really even knew about any of this. So you were the person, you were their focal point of contact for these type of talks or this type of information. I'm being shown that while you have a very spiritualistic outlook, this person around you had a very materialistic outlook, and they were very self-centered. Their focus was only on their own needs, desires, and personal gains, even if it was the expense of you, because you are the person they probably troubled, or you are the person they took for granted when they wanted to achieve something material which you were not able to provide to them. This person has very little empathy. They had difficulty understanding and connecting with the emotions and experience of other people, especially a spiritual person, especially you, and they did display lack of compassion. I also feel very strongly that this person was extremely attached to status and image, and they placed great importance. Because now these things have been shown to me as a thing of past, like these attributes or these traits that they are not so strong anymore, and the reason is you. So they placed a great deal of importance on societal status, recognition, and maintaining a specific image. They seeked a lot of validation from external sources, and it could be one of the biggest reasons why they maybe rejected you or discarded you, because they might have found you very good looking, attractive, beautiful, and they might have also liked the way you talk. Everything was there, but then they judged by your lifestyle, which is also their immaturity, because just because someone is not driving fancy cars or wearing branded clothes does not mean that they are not doing well in life. Or maybe when they met you, at that point in time you were not doing well in life. There are phases that people go through. Maybe you attracted them for a reason as well, so that they could hurt your self-respect in such a way that you wake up from that state, where you were going through maybe some kind of programming pattern which was telling you that your business idea or your project or whatever you were doing will not be successful. So this person's attachment to their status and to the societal status also led to you breaking through from that pattern. It could also be possible, another possibility is being shown to me, that maybe you did not believe in any of these things. Maybe you were more like, I just want to be a spiritual person, I want to live like this, live like that. And when you met this person, you were forced, you felt very forced to be like them, you were forced to hang out with people like them, or you were forced to hang out with their friends, you felt very forced, and you were in a lot of pain, emotional pain, because you had to agree with a lot of things that they were doing and saying. You had to put like a poker face in front of their family members, their friends. So it was not easy for you to be around this person, but you were still doing it. You were still doing it because your patience, you have very good tolerance level and you have a lot of patience. Now this type of patience and tolerance is actually really good for spiritual ascension work, because then you can do great work in the world of spirituality. However, when it comes to hanging out with people like this, you should not show them so much patience and tolerance, because they don't care about other people. They don't have any empathy. I'm actually being shown the same things, that they don't have empathy for anyone. If you walk up to them and tell them that I'm feeling bad about something, I am feeling a sense of loss, I'm in grief today. If you tell them that you feel like crying or you are very emotional, even at that time, even if they say hug you or they hold you or they come to meet you, they will suddenly start making out with you, or they would take it to some physical level, or they would say, let's go for a party. Hey, you're sad, you lost someone, a dear one, a near one, let's go for a party, let's have a drink. So they really don't have that type of spiritual maturity or even humanitarian maturity to deal with a person's problems, or sometimes just be there. And because of this, it keeps piling up. With people like these, if you have to hang out with them, it will keep on piling up, because you're always taking care of their depression, their pain, their anxiety. So within you, and it would have been okay if they were also on the spiritual path, or if they were also respecting you, or if they were also standing by you, or if they were kind of being happy with the fact that you're investing so much in them. It would have been fine, but no, they decide to turn around and just point out problems, more problems. Like they would say, I'm not happy with you, I've not made any progress ever since I started hanging out with you, I'm still stuck, I've not reached anywhere. And imagine, when they met you, they were probably feeling very bad, they were heartbroken, they may have cried in front of you like 50 times. But when it comes to them healing, becoming better, growing so much, prospering, progressing, winning in life, they walk up to you and they tell you, I'm still sad, I'm unhappy, I'm not happy with you. So these are the type of people, you should shut the door on them immediately. These are the people who don't deserve any love, they don't deserve any compassion, they don't deserve any patience. These are the people you should just be like, okay, you know what, I've done a lot for you, I don't think you're happy or you'll ever be happy, then please, you walk away, you live your own life. This person around you in your life also has limited emotional intelligence. So they have struggled, or they still struggle with identifying, understanding and managing their own emotions. And they are majorly codependent. They were very codependent when they met you, but they always acted like they know it all, they know everything, they're absolutely cool. And they also look for short-term gratification. Now this is something which was given to me. They are extremely into materialistic pleasure, immediate materialistic pleasure. They are always into looking for gratification which is very quick and fast, like fast food. They like fast food, they like to travel to fancy places, they like to go for parties, they like to go for vacations in typical spots where you see a lot of touristic people. They like someone who would always praise them, constantly praise them. So all of this, led to a huge and massive disregard for personal development. So my dear friends, because of this resistance to change, maybe they had done some good deeds in the past life, or maybe they had done something nice unknowingly. So God decided to make them meet you. Because they were not willing to change, because they were not willing to go through personal transformation, because they were very much attached to their comfort zone. It was all of this work or all of these things that you were talking about, whatever you were bringing into their life, it was threatening their established beliefs, their routines, their bad habits. So they didn't want to let it go, they didn't want to leave it, none of it. And that's why there was so much friction, there was so much running and chasing between you both. And all of this was bad for them, all of this was very limiting. However, you have created a type of transformative experience for them in their life that has now made them or forced them to dissolve their identity, the physical or the worldly identity. And these people, these people, as in all of those who are attached to different people at different parts of the world, the one that I'm channeling, you are the reason of them undergoing a significant shift, a big shift in their life. And this maybe is seen as, for some people, a psychological shift or psychological experience. Some of them even see it as a mystical experience or some kind of a even psychedelic experience, because they start seeing things. They start seeing things in a different way. In some cases, they even have a total feeling of detachment. They may be going through some kind of karmic entanglement. They maybe go through a really bad time given to them by the karmic. All of the detachment they are feeling or they have been going through because of the karmic entanglement, because of the emotional damage that the karmic is doing to them, it is actually making them experience an ego death, where their identity is dissolving, the physical identity. They have started feeling some kind of loss in their sense of self, their boundaries, the ones that they made only for their personal identity. They feel separate from the external world, and they feel more connected to the internal, the inner world. And all of this is leading them to union, which a lot of people call union, but it's actually unity consciousness. And they feel an interconnectedness with everything around them. I'm also being shown that their ego is transcending, and they are letting go of their beliefs and attachments, which some of them might have led them to separate with you, or let them dislike you, or maybe think that this is all hogwash. Whatever this person is saying, whatever you were telling them is all hogwash. It's not correct. Maybe they liked it for a temporary time frame, but then they were bored of it, because they realized that, hanging out with you, living with you, would actually mean that they have to let go of their beliefs and their attachments with the worldly world. So this causes all of this dissolving or dissolution. We call it total dissolution. But of course, total dissolution does not happen in a day. Rome was not built in a day. But a certain fragment or a certain type of personality. If I try to explain this to you in a simple way, we are born and we die multiple times in our lives. In some cases, it happens literally daily when you sleep and you wake up. You're a new person every time you wake up. This is what they say. Every day is a new day. So maybe it happened to them that at one day, on one certain day, or on one certain occasion, they felt that their old personality had completely dissolved, and they felt like a reset has taken place, a reboot has taken place. These people who are inspired by you because of the ego dying, they are also experiencing a heightened sense of consciousness. Their perception has expanded, and they no longer live in their own point of view. They have a deep sense or a deeper than before sense of presence. Presence also means present moment. And they are not scared of anyone now. They can take their own decisions. And they are going through some spiritual revelations, maybe philosophical revelations also, and they feel very connected to nature. They are actually still going through integration and transformation process, and they never had so much interest in inner work. They never had so much interest in metaphysics. They never had so much interest in you also. They have started studying you also as a person. They also feel that you are the best thing that has happened to them, while at one point they were actually complaining about meeting you. So now they are going to re-evaluate their belief systems. Now they are going to recreate their own set of rules and regulations. They are not going to be controlled by other people, especially the narcissistic people. They are going to make their own decisions, or they already are in the process of making their own decisions. So this is where I'm going to close this channeling session. The main message being, first of all, whosoever I'm channeling, someone around you is going through an ego death, and you are the main catalyst, the main reason for that. For personal situations, for therapies, you can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. Kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, because I use intuitive tools and spiritual modalities to give you the best solutions, and we can talk about it, we can discuss it during the sessions, during the personal sessions, or when we have multiple sessions in therapies. And also sometimes there are certain things that should not be revealed beforehand. They should only be revealed during the reading session or during the therapies. Then they are much more helpful. But when I give you people an assignment like write this or write that, then it is an important thing to do, which I do during therapy sessions. I give people assignments, and even before personal reading, I have to share a step with them, an important step with them, which makes the reading even better, even more interesting. So all of that is okay, but other than that, do not share anything till I don't ask you to, or anything that might give too much information to me. Especially this applies for personal sessions, for intuitive reading sessions. So one love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.